Hey guys and gals, this is Alex with Legendary Apartment Brokers here in Kansas City. Today is Monday, December 8th, 2025, and this is the KC Multifamily Minute where I talk to you every single week about all the new opportunities coming on the market that are multifamily here in Kansas City and everything new. I've covered everything typically that's $500,000 plus in the MLS, Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, etc. Got my website pulled up here, legendaryapartmentbrokers.com, as well as all the new apartments that are listed on LoopNet for the Kansas City Metro. So let's get right into it. So we got some statistics we're going to cover here first before we get into any of the new opportunities that have hit the open market. So what we have here is we've got on LoopNet, there are 36 listings out there that are multifamily. 32 of those aren't available or are available. So 4 of those are under contract. 32 of those, most of those are going to be $1 million plus. Across the metro. Some of those are unpriced, maybe more of a call for offers type of situation. I've covered every single one of those. There's one new one we're going to get to here in a second. And then over here on legendaryapartmentbrokers.com, which is MLS-powered data, which is where most of the activity happens here in the small multifamily space. By small multifamily, I'm really talking about typically $500,000 to $5 million. You can even go down to $200,000, but it's on the smaller side there. So over here, there's 62 listings, 48 that you can go out there and get. 14 of these 62 are under contract. And we've got 2 new listings we're going to cover here in a second. But let's get to the closing statistics for small multifamily in Kansas City, according to the MLS data. I'll post this to my LinkedIn, Facebook account, etc. Make sure you follow me there. But I'm also going to try and post it on my website. I know it's not that difficult to do, but everything takes time. So we'll see how this goes. But here we go. We've got listings. These are actually closed sales. Covers every single year for the past 5 years by month. Key here to look at for podcast listeners is this kind of darkish turquoise green color compared to the fuchsia pink color. That's really 24 versus 25. 25 is a darker green turquoise color. And how that compares, we can look just specifically at November 24, 25 are almost identical. And then looking across the past, there's ups and downs in there with a lot of the year being, a mixed bag. Some months are ahead, some months are behind. So it just kind of depends. Just looking at this, I haven't ran the absolute numbers. This year might be slightly ahead, to be honest, of last year. Now, remember, this is $300,000 plus for 5 units and more only in the Kansas City Metro. So it doesn't include anything else out there, up to Maryville or out to Odessa or any of that kind of stuff, or Warrensburg or whatever. This is only the Kansas City Metro. Doesn't include Lawrence for the Lawrence investors there. So it kind of tells you we're right in line with maybe the last few years here for 2025. On this size of transaction. I'm going to do a deeper dive here in 2026. The first month of January, I'll run through some more serious investigations into duplex sales, fourplex sales, and really see how that trends out with the 5+ units. Okay, but the bottom line is transactions are happening. Rates have been cut. Remember, this is closings. This doesn't include contracts that went in place. Maybe there's some that went in place in October or November that still aren't closed yet. So we could see a big influx in December, or who knows, we might not see a big influx at all. So love looking at stats and data. Bottom line is transactions are happening, okay? All right, let's hop back over here to the couple new listings we've got. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on any of these. First up is this one here, podcast listeners zooming into West Plaza. This is right at 48th and Holly. Again, heart of Midtown, West Plaza area, familiar with that, Class A location, duplex for $545. That's pretty much been a going rate for duplexes on the West Plaza that aren't brand new or super fantastically flushed out. So usually $500,000 to $650,000 is where a duplex will go over there. This is $545. Usually the rents don't make sense compared to where the purchase price is, but a lot of people like that for more of a trophy asset, or you can live in one, rent out the other, or maybe pay a lot of cash for it. Just depends. Everybody's got a different buying strategy. If you love the plaza, let's talk about that one. Looks like a decent one there. Very classic plaza finishes with chair rails and crown moldings and nicer kitchens and all that kind of stuff. Rents probably should be in the $2,000 plus range. So interesting one to check out if that's kind of your investment strategy. Okay. All right. So zooming back out, the other one here that's new, I'm really honestly not going to talk about. There's one that's in Blue Springs that comes on and off the market. I'm not going to talk about that one. The other one is a fourplex up in North Kansas City on Northwood Terrace, Class A location, suburb of Kansas City, close to Parkville. I mean, I'm going to seriously spend 2 more seconds on this. It's a fourplex for 1.28 million, almost 1.3 million. Maybe I'm missing something on this, but this would be the highest priced fourplex maybe I've ever seen. That's especially even if it's new construction. I'm sure it's amazing, but just something to maybe look about. Maybe there's a question here that would make sense and I'm missing, but something I haven't quite seen before. So that's another new listing opportunity, though, to take a look at and see how it might fit in for your investment strategy. That's everything new on the MLS data. Now let's go over to LoopNet. We've got one new listing here, Heart of Midtown podcast listeners. I'm zooming into the Heart of Midtown at 3740 Wyandotte, which I have a listing here at 37th and Wyandotte as well. Mine is a fourplex/fiveplex. This one happens to be a 12plex for 1.56 million. Again, Class A location. Let's take a look at the price per unit here. 1.56 million divided by 12, 130,000, right in line with the going rate of what multifamily is selling for in this part of town. There's only one. There's a couple photos in here of this property. Classic. It's got a mansard roof on the side. It's got decks for a lot of the units. Midtown location, got stainless steel appliances, some brick. Looks like some original hardwood floors, some not. It's in a pretty good spot. It's in a great spot, to be frank and honest. You got washer and dryer in unit, and we got an individual electric and gas. So it's an interesting opportunity here. If you've got Midtown money, you like the location, I think it's a fair price. Something to come in there, take a look at. If you want to add to your Midtown portfolio, it could be a good opportunity for you there. Love to talk further about that. Give me a call, send me a text, email me, Alex at Legendary Apartment Brokers. Really, that's everything new this week on the open market. You know how to talk to me. We'll talk soon.